Greetings from my home office. I'm June Morris, here alongside my husband and the man who encouraged me to write the play, Greetings from Paradise, Alan Morris.
And being married to you is like being in paradise.
Ah, that was perfect. You delivered that line exactly as we rehearsed it.
You are a good writer.
See how encouraging he is? And actually, he's a good writer too. It was during the pandemic when the whole world was shut down that he was writing the book that he's always wanted to write.
Yes, all in, how to risk everything for everything that matters.
But this video is not about that book. What I was saying is, while he was writing the book that he always wanted to write, I decided to jot down the story that I've always wanted to tell. The story of my grandparents, Robert and Lucy Thompson, riding Henry Flagler's Florida East Coast Railway down from Indiana in the early 1920s, when South Florida was only beginning to emerge from the swampy, snake, and mosquito-infested mangroves.
Sounds delightful. No wonder it got so popular so fast.
Right? It rose up from the shores of Biscayne Bay as if by magic, hence the moniker, the Magic City. Some 2.5 million people moved to Florida in 1925 alone.
And not from Latin America.
No, the first wave of newcomers came from places like Indiana and Ohio, New York and New Jersey, the Midwest and the Northeast. This was post-World War I, and they were weary Americans searching for a new, better place to live and to perhaps have a little more fun. This brought on the Roaring '20s.
They also came for the tax breaks, because the Florida legislature in 1924 eliminated all income tax and inheritance tax in the state of Florida to lure wealthy Americans to come down to the state.
And it worked. And it's still working today, 100 years later. People still come here for the sunshine and the low taxes.
But the story is about your grandparents.
They provide the backbone to the story, a true love story. We recently mimicked a pose they took in 1925, standing in front of a fountain in Coral Gables. 100 years later, here we are posing in front of the same fountain that George Merrick built. It seemed appropriate to do for the city's centennial celebration. In the play, you'll also meet Coral Gables founder George Merrick, his top salesman and first mayor of Coral Gables, and quite a character, Doc Dammers, the man who built Miami Beach, Carl Fisher, his wife Jane Fisher, and more. It's an easy, breezy, fun romp through the Roaring '20s when South Florida was considered naughtier than California.
Well, that's because Prohibition was largely ignored.
Federal agents could hardly spell the word, let alone enforce it, and so booze from Cuba and the Bahamas flowed freely at most fine restaurants and hotels.
How do you know all this?
A lot of research went into this project. I'm pretty sure I've read every book about the great Florida land boom of 1925, even books out of print in libraries.
I'm really looking forward to opening night, Tuesday, April 29th, 2025, 100 years from the exact date the city was incorporated.
That's going to be a really fun night. All the nights are going to be fun, but opening night is going to be super special.
Here's the QR code to purchase opening night tickets through the Coral Gables Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is also celebrating its 100th anniversary. It's at Actors Playhouse in the historic Miracle Theater on Miracle Mile. It's going to have a black tie 1920s theme, a private cocktail party before the show, a brief panel discussion after the show, and then a 4-course celebrity chef dinner on Miracle Mile. The street will be shut down for the occasion, and lots of other surprises.
And I mean it when I say it's sure to be sold out, so purchase your tickets soon. Then for the rest of the nights, Wednesday, April 30th through Friday, May 2nd, and then Saturday's matinee, individual tickets can be purchased online at actorsplayhouse.org or call 305-444-9293. Group rates are available for 10 people or more. See you there.